Hello everyone, I'm with Prepare Now, and today I'm going to show you what's in a basic first aid kit. Most people have something like this at home. If not, this is a higher end first aid kit made by a company I really enjoy. I love their products, called Venture Medical Kits. They are a step up from your normal pharmacy first aid kits, but they still let you kind of switch, pick what's best for you, whether you're hiking, camping, disaster prep, whatever. They have tons of products and they're very reliable. So let's get started by just opening it up. This is one mainly made for outdoors use, and it comes with 2 pouches, and it's a lovely bag. This is made to be an ultralight, so something that's not going to take up extra weight. But they have also other kits, whether it be for boating, to climbing, to anything you can think of, it has. So the biggest thing that most people do is they get these first aid kits and they don't know what's inside them. They never open them up, they put them away. That's a big problem. So this is just a basic learning kind of class on what these parts are for, what they can be used for, and whatnot. In a couple seconds, you'll see me back and all the stuff will be out. I want you, stay here for 45 minutes. But then we'll go over them briefly, and it will help you decide what's best for your first aid kit and how to use it. Hello again. After opening this kit, I realized they have a lot of stuff. Again, I wanted to make this notice that Venture Medical did not pay me to make this. This is all purchased on my own. I just really have used their products extensively, and I think they put out a good product, so I wanted to show it to them. So this is mainly in that big first kit thing you saw me pull out. The nuts and bolts is you're getting your gauze, which basically is a roll of something like this, which is basically a kind of material they use specifically in wound care. This is a stretchy elastic version that doesn't suck up as much blood. Of course, you get your band-aids here, which look like a good quality. You have your small sponge gauzes, which again, like small sponge fabric gauzes. Think about that. Usually made out of cotton. Then you have these. They'll always go by sizes. So by 3x3, 2x2, 4x4. They even threw in some steri strips, which is great for wound closure. Bigger one, 5x9, which is used for more like trauma, something big cut you. These are nice to see in a kit like this. Something you don't always see is a little syringe. These have multiple uses. Not the ones that you're thinking of, like in actually injecting something to somebody, but for getting into little areas and to get some water or cleaning out those wounds. That is excellent. This you don't see in drugstore first aid kits. Also, you have some duct tape, gloves, safety pins. I know everybody's like, yeah, safety pins, who gives a crap? But these things have been around for so long, and they're here, and there's a reason for that. There's so many uses for these things, so do not throw these away. Do not discredit those whatsoever. You have a nice little pair of small tweezers, and these things, if you're a hiker, you probably already know what this is. It's called moleskin. You already can see it's kind of pre-cut out. There's little shapes. These will go on the back of your heel when you're climbing, and of course they even went the farther step by adding a little seal that you can put on outside of your kit, so you know no one's messed with it. Now I'm gonna move this stuff aside real quick. This might be a little noisy, but the next part has got a lot of extra little things. So they've kind of included 2 additional little packs. Now I'm going to open it up right on camera because there's just a ton of stuff, which is great because I'd rather have these things in a kit than have to try to figure out what I need to add later. So it looks like they've actually broken them up into 2 different categories, which is great. This is like over-the-counter medication, and this is wound care items. So let's go over wound care items first. So we have some alcohol pads. Basically, you've seen these everywhere for cleaning skin. Skin tack wipes. It's adhesive barrier wipe. It's more for when you're putting on bandages and whatnot. Antiseptic wipes, which are essential in any situation, whether you're taking care of your kid's boo-boo during their t-ball practice, or you're out fending for your life in the forest. So you have 2 of these. And then these are one of the most essential things you could have. The triple antibiotic ointments. They come in multiple different flavors. Most people know them by Neosporin, but they also come in different names and whatnot. These are great because infection is one of the most biggest thing overlooked in a prepping community, because this will take you out way before you run out of food. Next would be, I call the boo-boo kits, or the luxury items. Things that will help you get through your day. So if you're out and about hiking or bugging out and something happens, or you're just not ready for this event like everybody else in the known world, these things are going to make that period a lot more tolerable. So first we're going to start with these little pills. Try to organize them. They actually give you quite a bit for the size of the kit. This is an older kit, maybe about a year older. They have another version of this. They go by size, so the biggest thing is to look for how many days and how big your group. But right here, they give you 2 packs of Tylenol, 2 packs of it's an anti-diarrhea medicine. Yep, which is a must, especially if you're filtering water. We all know that sometimes we don't. If you start to get diarrhea, it can really go bad. Early on, this was one of the major causes of death in the early 1900s. Next, we have ibuprofen. You got a headache, been going too long, muscles sore, things you know how to use it. Aspirin, many uses for that besides just painkiller. This is a nice one to have also, is diphenhydramine, which aka Benadryl. So, and then we have Afterbite, which I love that they included Afterbite in this kit. Afterbite is a lovely kind of thing that you put on any kind of insect bites. It kind of temporarily stops the itching, soothes it out, makes it much more comfortable. So if your little kid just got bit, stung by a bee or something like that, this will definitely help. Or if you just forgot your bug spray and your arms are up and down, it actually is a nice little wipe in there. So basically you get this whole thing packed in 2 waterproof bags, which is great. Oh, one item I missed. This is cotton tipped applicator. One thing I missed. You can add to this, and I suggest you do. This is a great first aid kit that would cover an outdoor supply, and you can see across it's kind of scattered and whatnot, but you can add, whether it be medications, more antibacterial, more gauze if you think it's going to be trauma, and add on to this. But the biggest thing is to know what's to use for what. Now, this is where I'm asking you to subscribe, because I'm going to put out soon a series of episodes that explain how to use all these. A lot of people will go and buy the first aid kit, they put it away, they don't know, and then they open it up in their sheer panic, and everything goes flying, and you're like reaching for things, and you're like, what the heck is this? What's that? I don't know. You're overwhelmed because you got a friend that's in pain screaming at you, yada, yada, yada. Well, I'm going to solve that. I have a history as a paramedic, so I deal with this daily, and so I'm going to show you what each of these devices and how to use them. Again, I'm not taking the place of a doctor or your primary care physician, and I am not a doctor, but I will show you for in emergency cases what you would use these for. And this is a great first aid kit, the Ultralight by Adventure Medical Kits, to have around. And I would look for something very similar with contents if you're in the mood to shop for something. If you don't, please try not to stay away from this little small little itty bitty ones you see at the drugstore. They're useless, they're overpriced. Oh, there's some tape I completely forgot. And they do not include these things like over-the-counter medications. Hardly ever see a syringe in a kit. These things, never see them. Steri strips, oh my gosh, never see them. So you really need to reach out to companies that specialize in first aid kits and outdoors, or you're really going to be undercut. And when you get a first aid kit, you need to open that baby up, see what the items are inside. But I'm going to show you exactly what these items are used for, how they can be used in the future episodes. So if you haven't subscribed yet, you know what to do. Hit that red button. If you like what you've seen so far, give me a big thumbs up. And if you want to be notified for when that next episode's coming out that starts explaining each and every item here, go ahead and hit the little bell. Again, this is Prepare Now. My name's John, and thank you for tuning in today, and have a great day.